everyone, it's me, Rhea Peterson. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am taking you along with a weekly cleaning routine for me, just a typical day of the week where I am just getting things done off my list, which is not super different from my normal videos, but just talking about my process, how I plan out what I am going to do for the week, because I do not clean my entire house all the time. I like to split things up and have balance, and so that was my goal for this video, just to show you a typical weekly cleaning routine for me in my home to keep balance, but also kind of keep the chaos under control. If you're new here, my name is Rhea Peterson. I typically upload twice a week on Saturdays and Tuesdays, and I'm so glad you're here. Just as a quick reminder, I am doing a giveaway. Check the description box or my pinned comment for details on that. I hope you all stick around. Let's get started. One thing that is just a daily task that I do is making sure that my bed is made. I absolutely love having a made bed. I feel like it just brings calm into my room, and I've started adding this to my routine. I've been using a linen spray. I got this one on Amazon. It's just essential oils, which is really nice. It doesn't give my asthma any issues, and I have really enjoyed this one. I also have one that's like more of a lavender scent that I'll use in the evening sometimes. Laundry is always a struggle for me. I do laundry every week. I am great about getting the loads through and getting everything washed. Folding is another story, but this month I set the goal to get my laundry folded within the time that I was washing it, and I have managed to do it for the last 2 weeks. I'm very proud of myself, but I do have a full load of towels that I need to get through. Towels, I feel, are the exception often in my routine. I can get all the clothes washed, but I do put the towels off. As you can see, getting that all crammed in there was a little bit of a struggle. I do have just a few little straggler items that I need to get folded. And also I want to get one of the bathrooms cleaned in my house. But first I'm gonna pull down the laundry, put away some of the laundry room stuff that I'm not gonna need anymore because my laundry is done, and get out supplies for cleaning the bathroom. For bathrooms, I typically do it in a rotation. We have 2 full bathrooms and 1 powder bath, and I used to try to clean all 3 bathrooms in the same day, but it's just a lot and I didn't think it was completely necessary. So I alternate the 2 full baths. I had done the master bathroom last week, so this week I'm working on my kids' bathroom. We do chore sticks in my house, which the kids pull a stick and it will give a task for them to do. And often things like wiping down the counters or cleaning a toilet will come up, which is also really helpful with keeping up on stuff and like teaching the kids how to do these things. But I do like to give the bathrooms a proper wipe down once a week to every other week, depending on the severity of how bad the bathroom has got. The kids' bathroom wasn't too bad, and Connor and myself's bathroom was fine. So I was able to get through this quickly, just get everything wiped down. I will typically do a deep clean of the bathroom like every month or every 2 months to really, get in there. But for the most part, I just try to stay on top of keeping things wiped down and clean. Especially, I do have 2 boys, so I do try to make sure that I clean the grout around the toilet, if you know what I mean. For products, I try to keep a balance of 80-20 of using stuff that's a little bit more natural, or at least has a lot less fragrance than your typical product might be. I use the Thieves Cleaner for a lot of the surfaces in my house, But then I use the Clorox toilet wands in my toilet because I like something just a little bit stronger. I'm not afraid of science, but I do like to have a bit of a balance between, the stuff that's a little bit more safe for using a lot and using stuff that might be a little bit harsher, a little bit more chemically. It makes sense in my head. It is hard for me to articulate all of the reasonings, but I just like to balance it out. So I use the Thieves Cleaner for all of the surfaces. I like a one and done type cleaner, and I can use that on the surfaces and the sinks, on the glass. It does a great job. And then I was using the compostable method wipes on the toilet for sanitizing. And then I use the Clorox wand to clean the inside of the toilet. I swap out the towels. I had already pulled all of the towels throughout the house and put it in that load. So I did not create more towels for myself except for the microfiber ones that I use to clean with. I don't use a lot of paper towels and things. I try to use microfiber cloths for the most part. But things like the toilet, I know that it's kind of gross to reuse a cloth on there. So I'm trying to be better about using the disposable wipes for that. But I'm gonna get this last little load of clothes folded, the jeans and stuff. It was just the last load that I did, and it was in the dryer this morning. So I'm gonna get all this folded, get it put away, and then we will move on to our next task. All of the upstairs vacuuming was done the previous week. I also try to alternate that kind of stuff. So we have moved downstairs. I have just some of the everyday things like dishes and wiping off counters and tidying up that I want to get done. But I also have chosen some not so regular things. I'm going to be taking down all of the Valentine's Day decorations. I have that spot on the carpet that I want to treat. That's why I've got my little carpet cleaner down. So typically during the week, I have the everyday stuff or the every week things that I do. And then, there's always something that's a little out of the ordinary that might come up. So I'm going to be swapping out the Valentine's decorations for just more of the everyday decor. And I've got to treat that spot on the carpet, but it keeps things interesting for sure. So I'm going to just take care of all of this cardboard and just kind of tidy up the kitchen. Well, while I'm tidying up the kitchen, I thought I would take this time to kind of reintroduce myself a little bit. There's some new people here, so I thought I would just kind of give a little bit more detail about me. But my name is Rhea Peterson. I live in Oregon. I'm originally from Washington. I've been in the Pacific Northwest my whole life. I absolutely love it here. It's beautiful. I am married to my husband, Connor. We were high school sweethearts. We've been together a long time. I love him. He is my very best friend. And we have 3 children, 2 boys and a girl, ages 10, 7, and 4. And then we have our dog, Harley, who is a black lab. She's 11. I absolutely adore her. I'm not even low-key obsessed. Just I wear that as a badge of honor. She's the best dog in the whole wide world. I am a certified personal trainer. I try to incorporate little tips and tricks throughout my videos of things to, promote balance and healthy lifestyle, but making it realistic. And I studied vocal performance in college. So I also like to sing and play the piano, but that's a little bit about me. I also have this thing about cleaning my dishwasher filter. Apparently, I feel like I show it a lot, but if you don't, check your filter. It can get really gross really fast. Connor got me a Simple Modern water bottle. It's like a Stanley dupe for Valentine's Day, and I love it. But I also got these glass straws that fit in it, and they also fit in my Stanley water bottle. And so I am getting all of that washed, but I prefer the glass straws over the plastic ones. And I found these and I was so excited. and they fit perfectly in both of them, which is a big deal. I'll link them in the description box, but I wanted to test out the Simple Modern ones because the Stanley ones are really, really expensive and the Simple Modern ones are half the price. And I wanted to test it out just to see if it was just as good. And spoiler, it is. It's a really good water bottle. I really like it. And the lid is way easier to get off than the Stanley ones.
You say you don't wanna get in trouble, that you're doing fine cause you got me. I don't wanna break your little bubble, but you gotta wake up to reality. Cause I can see in your eyes, your head is full of dreams. Tears are a proof of failure, you just gotta let them flow without judge. There's so many ways to be happy, you can do whatever you like, you don't have to be ready, you just gotta trust the right, don't have to be scary, you just gotta follow the light, you're able to be happy, you can do whatever you like, you don't have to be ready, you don't have to be. I see you hesitating while you're waiting, like somebody's gonna give it to you. You gotta chase it, gotta believe it, you gotta.
For the dishwasher filter, I typically pull this like once a week or every other week, depending on whether or not I remember. I try to keep up on it. Our dishwasher leaves a lot to be desired. We've had a lot of problems with it, so this is like me doing my best to keep it going for as long as we can. So I like to keep that clean, and I like to use the Dawn Power Wash for that. I'm gonna scrub out the sink with the pink stuff. I typically, like most days, will just use dish soap, but I do like to give the sink a little bit extra attention about once a week. And so I'm just scrubbing that out with the pink stuff, and I'll get it all rinsed out. And then I do like to put a couple drops of essential oil into the garbage disposal on days when I'm not using my garbage disposal pods that I use to clean it out, which I also will do about once a week as well. I'm just using the Thieves Cleaner to wipe down the counters. I don't move everything every single time I wipe down the counter, but I do like to make a point of doing it at least once a week. So that's what I'm doing. In addition to that, I'm going to wipe down just the tile backsplash as well. It probably is due for a good scrub in the grout, but our grout's really dark, so like I can't tell that it's dirty. So I have been putting it off, but it is something that I'm gonna need to do probably with some spring cleaning. I'm not a huge candle burner, but I do like having them occasionally. It will usually be one that's essential oils or something that's not too fragrancy. And I just got this candle warmer per suggestion from my friend Trisha. This thing's really, really cool. It can be adjusted for how long you want it to go for, the intensity of the light, and you can also like raise it up or down depending on how big your candle is. I got it on Amazon. It wasn't cheap, but it did have a coupon, so I didn't spend as much as I might have had to. So I do really like it. It's really, really cool. But I'm just gonna keep getting all of this wiped down, finish up the counters, and then move on to the next task.
We were conversing into the night sky when you took my hand, said let's leave now. Don't wanna be shy, I will let my guard down. Don't wanna be shy, bar with neon lights, talked about everything that was on our mind. Talking to you gave me butterflies. Then you took my hand, said let's leave now. wanna be shy. I will let my guard down. Don't wanna be shy. I will let my guard down. I wanna laugh out loud. Talk a little deeper, kiss a little harder.
So as you can see, I've been just pulling down decorations as I go and putting them on the counter. And now I'm gonna spot treat this one little spot on the rug. Alice, I think, had spilled some hot chocolate, but I wanted to vacuum it first before I use the carpet cleaner. I have like a big carpet cleaner for rooms, and then I have this little spot treater one, which I really, really like. It's super, super handy. And I made really quick work of it. I was able to get this out really, really easily, and that spot had sat there for like a whole day. So this little tiny little carpet cleaner does a really, really good job.
Laugh out loud. Don't wanna be shy. I will let my guard down. I wanna laugh out loud. Talk a little deeper, kiss a little harder. I wanna laugh out loud. Talk a little deeper, kiss a little harder.
Well, we have moved on to the living room. I'm still taking down Valentine's Day decorations. I had thrown a Valentine's Day party for me and some of my girlfriends, so I went a little heavier on decorations this year. Totally worth it, but I am excited for what I call the off season of just not having any particular themed decorations out. So I'm just gonna swap things out as I go, put out just my regular decor, and pack away the Valentine's Day stuff. I do have a couple St. Patrick's Day things, but I'm gonna wait until just a little bit closer. It's like 2 things. I don't go really heavy with some of the other holidays. It's usually like Christmas that I go really hard on, but Valentine's Day, I went a little extra. That had glitter in it from Christmas still. It was quite the betrayal pulling out those paper towels, but it's okay. The glitter is gone.
But when you left, I could feel it grow like a body of water, seeping through the edges of my soul and getting harder. It was never under my control, you know.
For vacuuming, once a week, I try to do like a slow pull just to pull out more dirt. The kids come in from playing in the backyard. They'll often come like right onto the carpet, and so they track a lot of stuff in. Harley doesn't like coming over to this side very much. She doesn't like corners, and so she'll like whine. So she's not over here as much anymore, but the kids are, and they'll like eat their snack on the floor occasionally. So I just do a slow pull on the carpet just to get out a little bit extra. I don't do this every day, but like a couple times a month, I will do it.
You know.
I decided to move things around on the entryway table. I am really happy with how it turned out. But that's the majority of all the decorations done and everything. I do want to give the powder bath a wipe down. I do this pretty regularly. This bathroom is the one that gets used the most. So I keep the cleaning products like right in there under the sink, and I will clean this bathroom sometimes more than once a week, just giving it a good wipe down because, like I said, it can get hit pretty hard with the kids coming in and out and everyone else using it. I do have a picture that's just been like sitting around in my house that I finally want to hang up in here. This bathroom is just white walls. It's the most like desolate bathroom. So I thought I would add a little bit of warmth in there, plus a positive affirmation. It's got a little quote on it that I really like. So I'm going to get everything wiped down, get the bathroom clean, and then I'm going to hang up that picture.
Someone you're proud of, but I've been lost lately. I don't know what is right or wrong. Ooh, I always like me better when I'm around you. Ain't no place I'd rather be. You got this energy that always surrounds you. It's everything I'll ever need. The devil on my shoulder's almost gone. Ooh, I always like me better when I'm around you. Around you, oh yeah. Call me some night when you got time. I won't be asleep anyway, 'cause I just need one.
With the toilet, I usually go in twice. I do 2 rounds. I will scrub it and then let it sit for a little bit and then come back and scrub it again. The directions on the toilet one say to let it, if you want to sanitize it, to let it sit for 10 minutes before scrubbing it again. And it also, those things hold a lot of product too. So I try to just get my money's worth and get that toilet as clean as possible, especially as, I don't know if you noticed, that one was gross. But the bathroom is clean. I'm going to hang up this picture. I really like the quote on it. It says patience, and then on the bottom it says be patient with yourself. Nothing in nature blooms all year. And I just liked that. I thought it was a good reminder to just be kind to yourself. It's that time of year where, especially with it being really gloomy, the whole seasonal depression thing kind of hits me a little bit. So I appreciate having positive affirmations around the house, just things to uplift me. I also make sure that I keep myself moving, incorporate exercise and healthy eating into my routine just to kind of help combat that. But I eyeballed it. It was a little crooked, a little off center, but you know what? It's very fitting for me. So I really love how this turned out in the bathroom. I think it looks really good. I just opted to use a bunch of command strips and it is still holding, and I think it looks really, really great.
I need you right now. Ooh, I always like me better when I'm around you.
Well, we are on our last task, which is getting the floors mopped. I like to get this done once a week, especially with the kids and the dog. The floor can get pretty dirty. I love this Tinko. I got it on a Black Friday deal, worth every penny. I will add a few drops of essential oil into the solution. It makes the whole house smell good. I love this thing. I save so much time now not having to like pre-sweep or vacuum before I mop. It's amazing. But that's everything. Every week I try to just kind of make a list of the need to-dos, and I will trickle in some want to-dos like hanging a picture or taking down decorations, and just try to keep things balanced out so I'm not overwhelmed. Some days, like this day, I get it all done in one day. Other times I split it up during the week and just take like 10 to 30 minutes out of my day to get it all done, or what I can done finished. So keeping things balanced, but also keeping my house in order. The cleanliness of my house often affects my mental health, so I try to stay on top of it. But thank you so much for your time. I so appreciate it. I have a lot coming up. If you are needing some tips on organization, my next video is going to be organizing my corner sink cabinet. It's a corner sink, so it can be a little tricky with the space, but I'm really happy with the results, and I'm hoping that it will give you some ideas as well. So stay tuned for that. Make sure you're subscribed if you're not already. Thank you so much for your time. I so appreciate it. I will see you next time. Bye.
Together we'll disappear. Wait for all systems go.